It's Week 9 of the National Football League.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So here come the Patriots to take over on offense.
They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Now Jones. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Bucs very strong in that victory a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Patriots send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
So, Charles, you know, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere, the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you look at this Patriots defense.
They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. To throw on 3rd down, Waters.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. Is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On the counter, this is Moss.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Second and 10.
Throwing Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Moss.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They're just trying to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
When you look at this defense,
they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season, but boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack, because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 3rd and 2. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. And this a 39-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
He stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Down inside the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to pound that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on second down, Waters. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's taken on the 25.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Well, time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Parker. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA. 2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football.
as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Waters. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field.
Yeah, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Right back to Moss. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Moss.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Throwing on first down, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On 2nd down now, it's Zimmerman. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Trying to run the option to pick it up. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Nice pickup. 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Jones. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And the goal is a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
You can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
We'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And off to the races down the right side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Patriots force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice...
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack on offense. Sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That was huge that they needed there for the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Down the throw on 3rd down. Knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and really added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Almost outkicked his coverage. A 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 42. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Waters.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top. Unsuccessful.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. They try to throw second down, but this one is incomplete. A third field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw out wide, he's incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive action speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down, Waters. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Waters. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Waters. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Here's a handoff out of the gun. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That has lots of leg behind it. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. Now looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. And all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 6. That'll leave him with 34.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So out come the Bucs now.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail him from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
To throw on 2nd down, Waters. Throwing left side, it's complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 53 catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
On first down, it's Parker, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off the play fake. Waters has got it to Williams. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Waters. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Looking to throw. Waters. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say,
oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there.
His 8th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bucs have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
Point after try forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Patriots ready to try again on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll try the left side. It's Zimmerman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The 46 defense just plugging up the middle.
And you know what the 46 means, right? That means you take up the first 3 guys, the center and the 2 guards. You cover them with your big people up front. I don't understand why you're trying to run up the middle against the 46 defense. The old Bears showed us it wasn't able to be done. They didn't get it done on that one either.
Throw left side complete. That's Zimmerman. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Taking it about the 16. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Looking to throw on second down. Waters. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Back to throw. Waters. That is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that went quite well.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Off the bootleg. Waters. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll put him over 100. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get... So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll run on first down. It's Parker. And he's brought down. 164 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Williams, a man in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Buccaneers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on second down. Jones, wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Jones. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And this one's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Parker, he'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. In situations where it'd be extra defenders in the bottom of the world, they're up to the challenge.
He's going to be marked down very close to the first down.
Situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
They'll try and run for it. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. Here's it. They're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that? And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. In their lead even further. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Patriots coming out now.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
back to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you,
You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Patriots 23.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll try the left side.
It's Parker. The 20. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 7-yard line. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Tucker will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being...
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bucs have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD.
This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead, and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this... The frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Here's Jones on 3rd down.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And that one falls incomplete. And they're left now with just 2 seconds here in the 1st half. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Parker. And for one of the first times all night. He is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Bucs,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6.